Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited to bring you a Q&A video. A few days ago I posted on my Instagram story and I wanted to know if you guys had any questions, real estate related or not, and I was pleasantly surprised to receive quite a few questions and a good mix of questions, so I'm really excited. I do want to say that I hope that you and your families are staying healthy, you're staying safe amidst all the madness that is going on. Honestly, I don't even want to hear the C word anymore because I am just over it and I'm trying to live my life. First question is from Michelle G _. Hi Michelle, what are your favorite clothing stores? My favorite clothing store at the moment would have to be, man, this is a tough one, but I think it would have to be Zara. I absolutely love that they have a mix of trendy pieces, really good basics, and also they have work appropriate like attire, you know, like you can find like suits there and stuff like that. I think their prices are very affordable, and yeah, that's currently my favorite store. I also really love Topshop, and as far as online stores, I've recently discovered boohoo.com and princesspolly.com. Another one that's pretty tried and true for me would be lulus.com. So check those out. Especially lulus.com is really great if you're looking for like special occasion dresses or like cocktail dresses and things like that. Next question is from glamghoul _ 13. Hey girl, how are you? Around how much do you usually need to put down on a house? This is a great question. On average, you need between 3 and 3.5% as a down payment for a house. So that would be 3 or 3.5% of the purchase price. So let's say that a house is $500,000, 3% of that would be $15,000. But on top of that, you would have to account for having enough money for closing costs, and closing costs are usually around 1% of the purchase price, which in this case would be around $5,000. So you would need a total more or less of about 20 grand. Now keep in mind that there's tons of down payment assistance programs out there, or just specific loan programs for first-time home buyers where you're able to put a lesser down payment or no down payment at all. There's different conditions and a red tape around those, but they are out there, and if you qualify for them, more power to you. If you are curious about seeing what you qualify for, just let me know and I'll connect you with a great lender. But yeah, I would say about 3 to 3.5% is usually the minimum. You could go up to 5%, 10%, 20%, 50%. It really doesn't matter. Next question is from It's Sandra B. Hi Sandra. Favorite restaurant? Okay, so this is gonna be kind of a long story, but my favorite restaurant for years was actually this little hole-in-the-wall French bistro in Eagle Rock called Café Beaujolais. A friend of mine took me there years ago to celebrate her birthday, and I absolutely loved it. It's quaint, it's cute, it's nothing fancy, but the food is delicious. The servers are really good looking. They're all French, and they have like these really cool French accents. They have really amazing wine too, but unfortunately they closed down like a couple years back, I think, or a year ago, and they opened up a new restaurant called Entre Nous in Old Town Pasadena. Sebastian and I did go there to check it out. We were so excited because we thought, oh my god, like it's gonna be the same but better, and unfortunately we were let down a little bit. The food was not the same. It was a lot of the like new staff and stuff like that. But I recently heard that they reopened Café Beaujolais in Eagle Rock again, and we are so excited and have been meaning to go back again. As far as other restaurants that I really, really love, one that comes to mind, or two come to mind right now, would be Mozza in LA, in Hollywood, I believe it is. It's an Italian restaurant. oh my God, we went there for my birthday and it was amazing. And then most recently for my husband's birthday, Sebastian, we went to Perch, and that's definitely more of a trendy, well-known restaurant, but we had dinner on the rooftop on a Sunday night with live music, and it's just great ambiance, great vibe, great food, great cocktails. Everything about it is just really, really nice. So I really would recommend that restaurant too. The next question, or I got 2 questions actually from XOJE Wells, and she asked, are you a Latina, and how is it like being a woman in the real estate field? Yes, I am Latina, I am Mexican, and being a woman in the real estate field, I would say, is unlike any other field. Personally, I haven't experienced any negativity in the field. It doesn't seem to be male dominated anymore. There are lots of women realtors out there. Also, I haven't really experienced like I would say like any perks associated with being a woman. And she also asked, as a new real estate agent still in college, what's your advice for me? First of all, I want to say congrats to you. You go, girl. That's amazing that you are in college and you're pursuing real estate at the same time. I wish I would have started back when I was in college. I would say my biggest advice, well, actually I would say maybe 2 or 3 tips for you. Number 1, I would say really pay attention to your time management and time blocking, because I know that you probably have a lot of studying to do, preparing for exams, going to classes and things like that. But real estate also is pretty demanding on your time. So it's important for you to time block and make sure that you allot a certain time of the day to building your real estate business. There's so many facets and so many things that we need to do as agents. It's definitely a lot more work than it seems. You can always DM me directly and I can give you more specific advice tailored to your to where you are in real estate. But I would say, yeah, time management is a really big one. Another tip I would have for you would be to work on building your database, because, you know, in this business, it's all about like who you know. So don't be shy about letting people know that you're a real estate agent as well, and build your contact list. If you don't have a CRM, then you can always use like a Google spreadsheet. Start taking note of people's contact information and develop a system to touching them. What that means in real estate is connecting with people, calling them, messaging them, emailing them, stuff like that. So I would say that, you know, don't be shy about letting people know what you do, because you never know who needs your services, who needs your help. Thank you so much for the questions and good luck with everything. Next question is from RudyWoo6. Hey Rudy, should I refinance now? He asks. And this is a great question because, as you all may have noticed, interest rates are pretty low right now. They've remained low for a while. So if you purchased even a year or 2 ago, refinancing may be worth it to lower your interest rate and then therefore lower your monthly mortgage payment. There's lots of factors to consider when it comes to refinancing, and it's not necessarily the best option for everyone. It depends on what your short and long-term goals are. I did do another video here on my IGTV or over on Instagram. It's under my IGTV videos where I talk about like, should you refinance and everything that you should ask yourself and a lender. If you're interested in refinancing, I know a lot of our clients are right now because, like I said, interest rates are much lower than when they first bought their house. Let me know and I can connect you to a great lender if you don't have one already. But yeah, that's a great question. Thanks for your question, Rudy. Next question is from It's Yaya. Hey girl, how are you? She asks, what foundation do you recommend? I love this question because I love makeup. You may or may not know that I actually used to work for MAC Cosmetics, and I worked for them for 4 years. So I was always all about the Studio Fix Fluid. I've worn that foundation for years. It's been my tried and true for a long time. This is a foundation I wore for my wedding. It's a great medium to full buildable coverage with a matte finish. It's long lasting, it's oil controlling. But recently, my friend Sadie turned me on to a new foundation because I was ready for a change, and her skin always looks flawless. So I was like, tell me what you use. What do you recommend? And I've been out of the makeup game for a while, so I definitely need advice on this too. And she suggested Laura Mercier's Flawless Fusion Foundation, and I absolutely love it. And I would recommend anyone who likes a medium to full coverage and likes a long-lasting foundation to try it out. I've been absolutely enjoying that foundation. So thank you both. Next question is from Adrina Sedano. Hi. She asked, definitely fashion. I love all of your outfits, so maybe where you shop? Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. I answered this question previously. I love Zara and Topshop. Those are my top two favorite stores. Next question is from Bree_Rural. Hey Bree, how's it going? She asked, should you keep your home warranty after the first year is up? So if you guys are not aware, usually when you buy a house, in the purchase contract, we always ask the sellers to pay for a full year of home warranty for our buyers, and it's pretty customary that they do. The seller usually pays for a year of home warranty, so she's asking if she should renew it essentially. And my suggestion would be yes, just because like for example, Sebastian and I were not really handy around the house, and we're pretty busy all the time. So if something breaks down, like the other day, our garbage disposal gave out because I accidentally grinded a shot glass in there and it like destroyed our garbage disposal. For a $75 deductible, we called home warranty and they came out the next day and repaired it. And it's something that maybe if we didn't have home warranty, we would have had to pay a lot more for to replace, find somebody to do it, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of work. So I would say it's worth it. I would recommend that you do. A great home warranty company that we like to use is American Home Shield, but there's lots of other great ones like First American. You could just DM me and I can give you a list of companies and reps, because I know you have American Home Shield, Brie, so I'm not sure if you've actually had to service anything and what you thought of the service and the company as a whole. But if you want to try a different company, just let me know and I can definitely give you that information. Next question is from my friend Yanni. Hi Yanni, Yanira.Mendez_. She asks, how do you balance work, family, and a social life? Asking for a friend. I feel you as far as how do we balance work, family, social life, everything. It's really hard to. We're busy, everyone is busy. An ongoing challenge, I would say, just because like Sebastian and I, we tend to be workaholics. We prioritize work a lot, and then, you know, our quality time, spending time with our family and our friends sort of takes a back seat a lot of the time. But every so often when we feel really unbalanced, we're like, oh, maybe it's because, you know, we haven't seen our parents in a couple of weeks or whatever it is, or maybe we haven't been on a date night or something like that. So we really make it a point to schedule things in our calendar ahead of time, so not only it gives us something to look forward to, but it also breaks up work a little bit. So for example, we've started this tradition where we make it a point to go on vacation or at least a little weekend getaway at the end of every quarter. And then also when it comes to family, we usually visit my side of the family on either Saturday night or Sunday night, and we'll have dinner together. And then Friday mornings, we'll usually take my father-in-law to brunch or breakfast. So that ensures that at least once a week, we're allotting time to spend with our family. So just doing stuff like that, I think, helps a little bit, and it just depends on what season you're in. Sometimes, you know, if you're really busy with work, then you can at least forward plan for a less busy time, and, you know, it takes some accountability, but I believe in you. Next question is from Tita Alexandra. Hi Tita, I miss you. It's been so long. Where do you shop for workout clothes? Now, I love Lululemon. And they're kind of pricey, but their Align leggings are my favorite. I have like, I think 6 pairs now, and they're just like on rotation. Like, that's pretty much all I wear now, because whether you're having a good body day or a bad body day, or you're doing legs or you're doing upper body, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your workouts look like, they're gonna do the trick. They're gonna make you look your best, and most importantly, they are the absolute most comfortable pair of leggings I've ever worn. So I would say Lululemon. I also love their sports bras and everything else that they have. For a while back in the day, I was really into Gymshark, and I just feel like with Gymshark, I can never keep up with like all of their styles, and I feel like if I buy something, it's just gonna be like so old season in a couple months. I don't know, it's kind of hard. And then plus I don't like the fact that I can't try stuff on because it's like online only or overseas or whatever. So I would say Lululemon is my favorite, but I've also found really great pieces randomly, of course, at Nike or even like at Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Sometimes they have like really great workout clothes for super cheap. So I would check those places out too. Next question. Oh, it's also from Tita. She asks, cities in LA that are hidden gems to buy a house. This is a great question, but I think it kind of depends on the person and what are important things for you in a neighborhood or a city that you purchase in. For me, a hidden gem for me is Glendora, just because it's got that suburban feel. I'm getting older. I'm not so much into like downtown LA city life as I used to once be. I kind of want peace and quiet, and I want a backyard and a front yard and more square footage for my money. Plus, Glendora has really, really great schools, which is not really important to me in the sense that I don't have kids and I don't plan having kids, but it's great for resale purposes. So I would say Glendora stands out to me, but it just really depends. Glendora is a hidden gem for me. And next question, and I think this is my favorite question of all from Tita, that asks, hardest part about working with your husband. Hardest part about working with your husband. Tips and the best part. I would say the hardest part of working with my husband would have to be the fact that there's really no censorship between us, like the way you would censor yourself or like really be tactful when you're talking to something, when you're talking about an issue or something like that with like a coworker or like your boss. We're kind of really blunt and honest and direct with each other, and I think sometimes it's hard for him to hear that feedback, and it's hard for me to hear that feedback, and it kind of hurts our feelings. So I think that the hardest part is just communication, and making that communication seamless, tactful, being sensitive to one another while still getting across what we want to get across. And of course, you know, your tone and how, you know, your delivery of what you're saying can really make a difference in how the other person receives it and how it makes them feel. So it's like communication is just like the hardest part. The best part is just the simple fact that I'm working with my best friend. Like, come on, he's my husband. Like, it's so comfortable, and it's so like, it's just, I feel really lucky, honestly, because this is a really tough business, and I got into a business where he was already being successful, and he kind of just brought me under his wing and taught me everything that he knows, and we've learned a lot together also over the last couple years. But it's just great to be able to take a lunch break with him, or, you know, going to work with him. It's just really amazing. It's just like, it doesn't really feel like work because you're like with your husband. It's just fun. And I would say tips, I would say definitely make time for yourself. and your self-care, because it's really easy to become like really codependent and like not being able to do things alone. For us, something that really worked for us is separating during our workday. So I'll take care of certain things, he'll take care of other things, and just kind of giving each other a little bit of space throughout the day really helps not have us get on each other's nerves and stuff like that. So I would just say it's important to make sure also at the end of the day that we put away our phones, and that like if we're making dinner and watching TV, enjoying a glass of wine, that we're not really talking about work or like picking up our phone every 5 seconds to like check incoming emails and stuff like that. All right guys, my throat is like a little bit scratchy because I feel like I've been talking so much. I hope that you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Thank you so much for your questions. If you'd like more information on any of the topics that I talked about, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please stay safe out there, stay positive, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye!